morning, guys. People told us to do animal noises. My name's Raphael. That was my buddy Barley. Barley's back.
Barley likes that noise.
What's up, guys?
What would Barley's voice be?
Yeah, they're not really sure. Barley,
Oh.
we're gonna attempt this. I don't know if we're gonna be able to or not. We have dogs everywhere.
It is.
It's raining.
Oh.
It's gonna be one of those videos that just happens. There you go.
There it is. Ruth's still joining us.
Yeah, we're gonna attempt this the best we can. We made.
Tell them what's going on.
It's raining.
Super thankful for that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. At this point, I don't remember what we've talked about on what channel, but we did say on something. We don't know how long it's been since rain.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just water. It sounded like, like when the door's closing so slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't had rain in forever. It's going to rain today and tomorrow, but not a lot. It'll be enough to keep the dust down for a little bit.
Until
We kick the dust back up. But we did run out of gas last night. Having generator issues. Still got our coffee.
It was a genius move by my baby to get the coffee going.
I don't really think it was genius, but it was pretty good.
It was good.
I've been there a time or two.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will see on the Crocker Life, we filmed that. Oh, you just licking his ding dong.
Okay,
We'll cover that
up. Yeah.
But insanely pumped with how the tiny house turned out.
Yes.
The spray foam was so clean, so good.
Yeah. My baby was just in there.
Yeah, I had to get my rhythm.
Yeah. Full body.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to say I was terrified of it or anything like that because we did Jared's.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have the highest hopes. If that would be...
You were nervous.
I mean...
Slightly anxious about how it would turn out. That's the title of this. We were anxious to how this would turn out, but...
It turned out really well. It felt... This is the only way I can describe this. And this is not a knock on Jared for getting the Amazon stuff or anything like that. We had no idea. Mm-hmm. I was looking into it as well, and I almost ordered it. And then I had remembered seeing a video about Tiger Foam, and it was about the same price. And you pretty much just said, just order. Let's just get some spray foam.
Yeah.
We just need to order and get it out here. We didn't know how long it was going to take to get here.
Yeah.
So, clearly, Amazon, you can get stuff delivered fast.
Yeah.
Jared's gets delivered really quick. I don't think it's next day.
Making you all wet?
Yeah, I didn't even see you coming up. See camouflage with the camper. Hey, no, you wet. Hey, back up.
Just standing over roof.
Yeah.
Don't sit
back
on
up.
them.
Get off roof. Bend it. Hey.
Bendito. There you go.
There you go. Just literally stand on top of Rufio.
He just does not care about anything.
We have a 4x4 foot square of dry.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do some coffee crockers here. But Jared had looked up the Amazon kit and was like, okay, it's this much. He's seen some people do videos on it, so he got it. And I'd never done spray foam.
No.
None of us have.
Yeah.
And didn't know what to expect, so I helped Jared do it. You helped film. You were there. You saw it. Mm-hmm. It was a mess, and
you guys know, it was all in Jason's hair.
Oh, I probably still have it in my hair. Some spots.
Just definitely everywhere.
Everywhere, all over my face, the gloves, shoes, everything, and I want to say it's probably I would say Tiger Foam's probably the better product because that's probably all they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that other stuff is that came from
Yeah.
Amazon. But yeah, you trying to sneak in on the side?
Yep.
But I know Tiger Foam is like, this is just what they do.
Yeah.
And
It did just watching. Obviously I didn't spray or anything, but just watching it go on, I was like,
well, that's what I was kind of saying earlier, like how I was going to describe.
yeah.
So the only way I can describe it would be Jared's kit is like the old 4Runner. Dries fine, nothing wrong with it.
Mm.
Whatever.
But
You know when you get in a new vehicle, it's like the new 4Runner. There's just a difference. It's just smoother,
it's smooth.
cleaner, you know, just all of that. That's the only way I could describe it. And I felt like I had more control with the, I don't want to say the G word, G-U-N,
Oh.
but
The nozzle.
the nozzles, you could squeeze it just a little bit. Like, I don't know, I think I did halfway, and it just felt like it was so smooth. And the way it foamed up was different. Jared's, I believe, you had like seconds,
Yeah.
and it would harden.
And just the way it would spray too, though,
Yeah.
like you had to go over the same spot like multiple times whenever you were doing Jared's.
Yeah,
This was just like,
and it foamed up quick.
yeah.
And I think that's the difference.
Bandito.
That's the difference. Bandit, come here.
And that's again, you know, there's gonna be some people that take this like bashing Jared.
It's
No.
not at all. It's literally
we got
like
two
a,
different products
and almost for a reason to see.
to see what again, Crockers, we are a teaching channel, informative. You
Yeah.
learn from us. This is what I don't know.
We're an educational channel.
That's what it is. That's
But yeah, we got that, and whenever we were doing it, I don't know if you could hear in the video or not. At this point, I don't remember. But if you can hear me be like, Jared's be mad about this, because like it was just so easy and so clean. And honestly, Jared's not be mad. His is already done, and he's gotten walls and stuff. But
yeah, at that point, if we did it at the same time,
yeah,
like did his and came did, he'd be like, ooh.
he'd be like, dang, I wish I would have got Tiger Foam.
Yeah.
But yeah, it literally, that's the only way I can describe it. It felt like driving an older vehicle and then getting, just a newer vehicle. It's just like, it don't even feel like you're driving.
Just
It's just,
gliding.
you just gliding, baby.
Yeah.
Just, you ain't driving, you gliding. And that's how it felt with that. And I was like, oh, dang. And it was the easiest. I mean, Jared's was very easy as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's two hoses. You hook them to the tanks. Make sure you get them to the correct tank.
The hardest part,
Shake the tanks.
I was like probably shaking it.
Yeah.
I was gonna help. So I was reading the instructions, and so you were shaking one. I went to go pick up the other one to try and help and shake. I was like, this ain't gonna be for me.
They have weight.
They are very heavy.
We bought 3 kits, which is 6 tanks, and they had to bring it. They brought it on an 18-wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
And with the forklift. And now Jared's, he bought 3 kits, but they came, like ours came all like saran wrap together on a pallet. Jared's came individually, but I don't know how many they would actually deliver you at a time.
Yeah.
Because that would load a truck down.
So do you think what we bought, the 3 kits, was enough to do the entire house?
I think we could. So we did the bedroom and bathroom, and you don't know for sure. There's no gauge or anything, but I would say we probably used half the kit.
Okay.
I think you could do the whole thing with 3 kits.
Yeah.
Now we might end up getting an extra kit
Just a little bit.
to make sure that the ceiling is just packed. You know, that type of thing.
And then too, like if it's too much as well. I mean, we could always, when we build like a dog house or whatever.
Oh
right?
yeah, it'll get utilized.
Yeah,
We're not worried
100%.
about that. It is pricey.
Yeah.
I think it was like
But-
$800 a kit.
I definitely think it's one thing though that pays itself in the long run.
Yeah, because
It's just
think of your electric bill.
Oh gosh.
Running the AC or heat.
That's what's crazy. The house in town. I'm sure you guys are experiencing this too. So the house in town, we're never at. I'm only there whenever I'm working, which is
You're there maybe
twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the bill there, it just being there twice a week, not.
And when we're
using
gone,
it.
we turn the AC up.
Yeah. So, it's like over $200.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we're not even there.
So, that's nuts.
So I'm sure, yeah, this summer y'all's bills were hundreds and hundreds.
Insane. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
But with that, definitely pay itself off. And I remember when we did the pink insulation on the off-grid
That
one,
was expensive too.
it was out.
That was like $2,000 or something for that, and that
Yeah.
was a nightmare. I hate doing pink
Yeah,
insulation.
it was, and that was a lot. That was smaller than this and everything like that. And because I remember being at Lowe's, and I was like, "It's this much," and you're like, I mean, we got to do it. I was like,
and I don't remember if that's just because the prices were way up or what, but I mean, it was expensive.
yeah. I wonder if I don't know if prices have changed.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
Jared
not-
just bought rolls, and each pack was $100 or something, and I don't know. I don't remember. It's a 24-inch wide for ceiling, and I don't remember. I think you get like 10 bats in it or something, 8 to
So-
10, and it's $100.
So realistically, this isn't. Barley probably seeing a cricket.
No, someone honked.
Oh.
Sounded like Jared's car honk or something. You didn't hear a honk?
No. Did you guys hear a honk?
I swear I heard honk honk. It sounded like a car honk.
Huh.
But I mean, he's coming back, so I guess it's one of the neighbors over there.
What I was saying. Oh, it's a little bit. So this spray foam is only a little bit more expensive,
Yeah.
and
And
hopefully better.
Insanely easy. Now the only difference is you do have to do prep work of cover your windows, put paper on the floor, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we even would have needed to put stuff on the windows.
yeah, not.
I don't
I don't think anything got on the windows.
No.
Definitely on the ground.
Yeah,
The
but
floor.
I know when we did Jared's, it was a little messy, but we also haven't done the ceiling yet at this point. That's going to be a little messy, but I do have faith that it's going to do very well. And I also feel like the nozzle on the Tiger foam was better, like a good fan. It felt like a real good fan, and Jared's felt almost more like a splatter.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
I'd say
describe
it did come with a different nozzle.
Yeah,
That I would assume would be more of a straight shot.
yeah. And Jared got, the first time, he got, I forgot what they called it. It wasn't insulation, it was like sealant. And it was meant more for like the seams and cracks and everything. Well, then another kid he bought was actual insulation, and all his was yellow. This was white.
Yeah.
It's, I'm sure, just different chemicals. You know, it's like when you buy the cans of spray foam. Some are yellow, some are white. Just depends. But
Chemical reaction.
I think it's probably more of, I'm just assuming here, the lighter the color, the more it expands. Probably chemical wise, like what they have, because I know whenever I bought it, it said something, do you want fast setting or slow? And I put slow because I was terrified of it going drying too fast. And I think that's why the nozzle didn't. We went through about 50 nozzles on Jared's, and
yeah.
we did all that on one nozzle, and it came off the end of it. Jared's, when you be spraying, it just be building up this like big dingleberry on there.
It would.
And I think it's because his would set faster, and this one was slow
And
drying.
in the video, I don't know if you guys can hear too, but it's wild. So Jason did the walls, and then I moved. He said like, okay, yeah.
I hope that's Jared driving. If not,
Gotta be.
If not, someone's driving out here. But they'd have to be coming from the back, so it's gotta be Jared.
Gotta be.
One of Jared's ladies is leaving.
He trying to sneak them out.
Could you imagine? Oh, if I see a different car, I'm gonna go film it. Who are ya? But yeah, 100% recommend the Tiger Foam.
Mm-hmm.
I am very pleased. It was a very satisfactory feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't think of the right word.
That was good. Yeah, you are very satisfied.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. But
It was a very satisfying.
yeah, I feel very good about it. I felt like a pro doing it. And that's I went pro.
You went pro, bro?
I did not look like a fool out there.
Mm-mm.
It didn't feel like a do-it-yourself kit.
Yeah.
And we're not affiliated at all. But I do think if you guys are going to do the do-it-yourself kit, get
Definitely.
Tiger Foam. It's worth a little bit extra money. It took maybe a week to get delivered.
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Maybe. Because here's the one thing, though. It kind of freaked me out. When I ordered it, I didn't get a... You'll receive.
Confirmation,
Yeah, you'll receive. Now, it got confirmation that it took my payment.
but not confirmation like email or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing like, hey, we got your
Yes.
order. Laisha, another one.
No.
Oh, you normally sneeze twice. No confirmation of, like, it's getting delivered out or anything. So I was like, I don't know. And I'm like, all right, I'm check my bank account, And then...
Yeah, I was worried. I was like, they're
and then-
taking all that money.
The next thing I know, I get a phone call, and it's like, is this Jason? I'm like, yeah. They're like, this is so-and-so shipping or something like that, transport. Will you be home, between this time? I said, yeah, I'll make sure. And so we went to the house for that day. But
And they made it right at the start of the window.
I think it was like 1 o'clock or whatever, and it was like 12:59 they pulled up.
Yeah.
I said, man, y'all are on time.
I did have footage of them bringing it, but I accidentally deleted it. So
It's all good. But it was a very good experience, at least for us. As far as do-it-yourself kits go, if that's the first one you ever use, you're going to feel really good about yourself. I watched no videos. Actually, I take that back. I watched one video of insulation, and it was a Tiger Foam one.
yeah, well, and so you and Jared.
Well,
did
that's what I was
that
going to say.
one,
I watched one video, and it was a dude
Farley.
using the Tiger Foam in his garage, and he had to make a box because it was too cold. Has to be. You want your cans to be your canisters, your jugs to be about 80 degrees or higher. I think it's like 80 to 100 degrees. So it was cold where he was at. He built a box. He put a space heater in there. Got it to the temp. It was good to go. Ours, I just set outside because it was a little chilly. It sprayed perfectly fine. I was a little worried about the temperature.
Yeah.
But it sprayed perfectly fine. Again, I watched one video, and I worked on Jared's doing, I guess, 3 kits. So doing his walls and his ceiling, and after doing this one, I felt like a pro. I feel like I could go do someone's house and get paid and feel good about it.
Baby.
Yeah, like that, and I'm being completely honest. Like, that's how I feel. Normally, I would not want to do a job for somebody.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, ooh, especially a foam job, you mess that up, that's stuck.
Yeah.
And I would feel confident doing this in someone else's house with that kit. Now, I haven't done the ceiling yet. That may be a whole different story.
Stay tuned.
But what I liked about this kit as well is you would think we're getting paid for this.
We're just informative.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So, Jared's
We need to
again,
email them.
we did one coat, and it almost felt like paper. It wasn't thick. It was like maybe a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, you almost had to do that one layer before going back and doing the other one
Because it would fall off on the ceiling, at
Yeah.
least. The wall didn't. But we did the walls at first. We went fast, and it was maybe a quarter of an inch, and we were like, ooh, this is not good. And this one, I did about the same speed and everything, and it did about 2 inches. Some spots in the corner, because you go back and forth, and towards the end, I would actually do the corners all the way around, and then go so it'd bubble up, so whenever you came back to each side, it was already getting into the cracks and bubbling up good. And I think that probably got 2.5, 3 inches.
Yeah.
So the fact that it did that much, you only got to do one pass. Now, we do have enough, and I'm going to consider it, go back and try to get it straight with the boards. But when you do that, you have to go back and trim everything off because it can't stick over.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not worried about it being 3 inches inside of a 3.5 inch gap.
Yeah.
It's going to have a half inch gap. Don't care. I would rather have a half inch gap, me personally, than have to go back and shave 50 freaking things because we don't have the real tools for that. We're not 100% sure what would work great. Jared used a survival saw, which is basically like a wire, but I don't know if we can get in between if the foam's all the way out on all of them.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with how our walls turned out.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Yeah. And then also, it just makes it feel like you really feel
accomplished, like it's moved along.
Yes. It's crazy. So, I mean, the outside's done. And then moving on the inside, and then you just doing that, you truly feel it.
Well,
when I was in there filming, I was like,
last
this is
night,
happening. We can be in here.
And by the way, you guys have seen the video. My baby here was video lady, camera woman. What'd y'all think? Could you tell?
Yeah,
could you tell?
Could tell. I'm not good at filming. I'll get better.
I think she overthinks most of it, and I told her at the beginning.
Well, it gets so heavy too, and I noticed that it's like super crooked. I'm like, oh, so it's like a lot of movement during.
You were that far off, crooked?
Yeah, it gets heavy.
The camera, but the thing is like the camera has stabilization and the lens, so it's not as bad as you would think. But and then plus the way editing goes, like you cut what's good, you put it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw everything that I filmed and cut out, you'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
So
most of the stuff that you do though is like just has to be on a tripod if you're by yourself.
Well, yeah. But to me, having a slightly off crooked shot that's moving is better than a tripod. I personally think that because you want the movement as a viewer, it keeps you engaged. The movement. Just think about that. Think about watching a video that's on a tripod the entire time, like this. Now imagine if we were actually here and someone was filming, and when I'm talking, they're kind of moving here, moving there, like not over the top with something like this. Or say if we had multiple cameras.
Yeah.
And when you're talking, it kind of cuts
camera
to you.
One, camera 2.
Yeah. Camera 1, camera 2.
What movie is that from?
But it just keeps you engaged, and that's why they say when you edit, do quick edits because it keeps the viewer engaged. But I personally like it when it's moving around rather than just tripod. You can work with it, and you know, some of you guys may not know, but I guess y'all should know. I guess you could tell it's on a tripod, but then we just have to I was gonna say post-production, and on the computer, we make it zoom in, we make it kind of move. You add a little bit of movement in there so it doesn't look like it's just a tripod. Yeah. It's like, okay, it's like panning in or whatever.
And then you would always have to, from whatever you're doing, get down or move or whatever, move the camera, set up the shot, then go work, and then move the camera, set up the shot.
If I had, and I almost told you this is the honest truth, because I guess, I literally almost said, and I'll explain why. Right before we started, you were about to film, and I was about to work, I was already going to apologize for getting upset. Be like, I'm probably going to be upset during this. Don't take anything I say personal. Because I thought it was going to be like the experience like it was at Jared's.
Oh.
Hurry up, move, get this, get the bottom, the cords in the way. Because it would dry up so fast. And I knew you would be focusing on filming, and I'd be like, because you know how, to get the ladder through, it had to be, down and all this stuff. And I was like,
I know.
But I may not be yelling at you. I just may be, vocalizing, oh, God, and I was just saying, just don't take it personal.
Yeah, I know, too, whenever you're, moving fast and stuff, sometimes it's best just to let you do it. Yeah. That's why with the ladder, I mean, you didn't even say anything. I was just kind of struggling getting it, and I was like, I'm just gonna let you do this.
Yeah,
because I already know.
Yeah, and so it's stuff like that I guess anyone out there understands. Yeah. It's that's why they always say
you and Jared too whenever they work together.
Or like if we're
Is-
doing something, like you'll make the joke, you'll be like, "I'm sorry, Dad," because it's like, you know, the joke, like, "You
Like-
can't offend me. I held the tools for
Yeah.
my dad
Yeah, I was
growing
like
up."
holding the flashlight wrong. Or,
Yeah.
you know.
But that's like,
that's why I was like, okay, Dad.
yeah, "I'm sorry, Dad." But it's like, y'all just know the feeling when you're doing something and there's no time to waste.
Yeah.
When you're doing spray foam insulation and the whole product's meant to dry,
Yeah.
you have to move fast. And then you got this, like, you got these two hoses that are stiff that you can't really, like, move good. And then you got these two heavy bottles. You got a ladder. You're in the small space.
Yeah.
I just know at Jared's, I'd be like, "All right, Jared, I'm coming down," and I have a mouth. "Oh, Jared, come down." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm coming down."
And then he starts swearing at you, and then you guys start.
Yeah, and it's this whole deal, and then we edit it out, and you guys just think we're really good twin brothers
they're
that
like,
work.
oh,
Look,
you guys work so well
y'all guys,
together."
I just love watching y'all work together. No, you don't understand, Tammy.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm just not around when they work together.
Yeah, it's bad, but we get the job done. We just know if you get yelled at while working, you just can't take it personal.
Does Jared know that?
That's all I'm saying. Me and Jared know that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I again highly recommend doing spray foam. Crazy enough, I'm excited to do the spray foam again,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to do the ceiling. Well, one, we get done with the ceiling, and we start putting drywall and shiplap up.
That's what's nuts to me.
It's gonna go fast. So I am kind of happy it's raining today and tomorrow, because get that out of the way, because we'll have to go get sheetrock, and rain and sheetrock don't really mix. So
And then vanity.
yeah,
Do we already have a toilet?
no,
Toilet.
we do have a shower pan already.
That's where we're at, guys. We are like
Oh, it's close.
right there.
It's gonna start moving. I know a lot of y'all are, maybe not on this, but you probably will on this one. But what y'all do for plumbing? What are you doing for septic? All that. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
We'll show you guys all that stuff. I know some of you guys probably had commented on the video, "You forgot to put your plumbing in the wall before spray foam and all that stuff." Actually, there's enough. We're doing PEX with all this, and there's enough room for me to get the plumbing up there for the shower and stuff. Same with how Jared's was. And then once we get that, I could always just spray foam over that again. But honestly, I probably won't. I think it'll be good how it is. But
Think it'd be alright.
I think it'll be alright. But yeah, the all the plumbing, septic, all that stuff, you guys will just see in that time. I'm not getting ahead of myself and trying to explain all stuff.
Yeah.
You
Which will
guys,
be, I mean, it's soon.
yeah. But I'm like, the goal, and I think I already told them. I said I want to be in before Thanksgiving so we can have a holidays in there. That'd be my goal.
Yeah.
I think, what is today? I think before Halloween, the bedroom would be finished.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say bathroom too, but we got to like tile up and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I would, for sure, before Thanksgiving, the bedroom and bathroom would be complete.
Before Thanksgiving or Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Thanksgiving, for
Both of
sure.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would like to have the whole house done before Thanksgiving. But that's the thing is, moving to the inside, you saw how quickly we spray foamed and did electrical. That's half the house.
Yeah.
The other half would be just another day.
Yeah.
Then you do sheetrock and all that, and then really, so like at the original tiny house at the off-grid, I built all the cabinets, built the doors, built the countertops, all that. I wanted that to be like a full build. Well, I ain't full building this crap. This is going to be, we're going to buy a nice, vanity. Now, we will do the tile and all that for the shower and maybe backsplash, whatever we decide with all that. We'll build that. Maybe like shelves, custom shelves or something in the bathroom, whole towels, tons of toilet paper, stuff like that. But we'll custom build some of it. But for the most part, we're going to have to custom build our bed.
Yeah.
That's something I think you guys, I think we may have talked about a little bit, but we do have a whole idea that I think is freaking rad.
Yeah.
For the bed, storage, TV.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it's going to happen fast.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that. I mean, literally rocking and rolling and moving. And
Before Thanksgiving, guys.
so,
Hey, look, coffee in your mustache.
saving it for later.
Yeah.
Now, after multiple days of this creamer, you still like it?
Yeah, I think it's actually better the second time around.
Hmm.
Where you at with it?
I like it,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I would search for it.
I like it better than, I know this isn't your take.
Baby, we about to have to turn this off. I might be mad.
I like it better than the ice cream.
Oh, okay. As long as you weren't going to say the Cinnabon one,
I was going
I was
to.
going to have to just...
Actually, I was going to say that. I saw your lip twitching a little bit. You said.
I still got some of that cinnamon roll in here. I save it. But yeah. I'm just pumped. We got a little rain.
We got a new shirt idea.
Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, that actually is pretty good. It's something that we kind of wanted a shirt for a while, and it just sometimes you just in life you gotta be patient.
Here's a Jason.
I'm gonna leave y'all on this.
Okay, I'm excited.
I used to leave people with words of wisdom.
Leave them.
I'm going to right now. I'm
Hit them
bringing
with
this
it,
back.
baby.
Sometimes in life, you may have an idea or something you want, or a dream or whatever. And you may think about it, you may try to accomplish it or whatever. Sometimes, the best thoughts, the best things, the life-changing moments will happen when you're not ready for it. It will just happen, and you have to be prepared for that.
Yep.
So when it happens, you can utilize that situation to its full potential. And in her eyes, that was that shirt.
Yep.
In my eyes, that was meeting her. And just, you changed my life, and I wasn't ready for it. I wanted it, but I wasn't ready for it. Are we about to tell them?
What?
We have to get this house finished, because we have something on the way. In your dream, I was pregnant.
I know. I had a dream that Jason got pregnant.
All right, guys, catch you on the next one.